So this is a question for you then, because in the mainstream, as I mentioned, in mainstream arenas, in mainstream places, I feel like personally it's difficult for Muslims to survive.
Definitely.
In mainstream arenas.
Yeah.
So my question was going to be, and I think you've already answered it by the way the expression you use. Do you feel like you have to be a sellout? Yeah, excuse the term, but you have to be a sellout. You have to sell out your deen. You have to, downplay Islam in order to be in mainstream arenas. Or do you feel like it's possible, but it's very difficult?
What do you mean by mainstream arenas?
So I mean, for example, being a presenter on the biggest TV channel that there is.
Yeah.
With a beard though.
Yeah.
With a hijab. But with proper hijab.
Yeah.
Looking like a proper Muslim.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's possible, or it's not possible? That's in TV presenting. Let's say, for example, in food. Do you feel like someone can be a head chef in a restaurant, in a mainstream place, or maybe, a master chef, on TV, but they outwardly, for example, look like yourself, look like a clear-cut Muslim. This guy, no doubt, he's a Muslim.
Yeah, I think politically there's lots of challenges there, but I'm saying to you that I believe that leaders are all around us, and I believe there's so many Muslim leaders, and I believe that our tradition as Muslims enforces us to be the best leaders. Why? Because if you have the level of leadership that the Prophet ﷺ had, then you will be the best chef in that area, you will be the best news presenter.
So then if we have so many leaders, why do we find, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Go for it.
Why do we find ourselves in the situation that we're in? We're in, a negative situation worldwide. There's so many bad things happening to Muslims. The New Zealand attacks happened. SubhanAllah, many Muslims butchered, killed like that. Why are things happening to us in this manner? If we have so many leaders, where is the leadership in challenging these issues?
But this is what I'm saying to you. Like, if you look at the New Zealand example, you had that story of that man in the second mosque who basically ran out, chased the guy, and scared the guy to run off and reduce the amount of murder that he committed. That's leadership.
Yes.
Right? He could have just run away, done something else, and he went there. So you're asking on the bigger level.
Yes,
right?
I am.
Where's the leadership on the bigger level?
On the bigger level.
But I'm saying that.
But you're saying it more on an individual
I'm saying
basis.
not only individual, I'm saying on a very, very minor level of forget that. Think about you as a leader. Because you're saying, how do we produce leaders? How do we have an ummah of leaders? How do we have leaders ahead of us? I'm like, if you can't take leadership to pick up that piece of thing that's on the road, how are you expecting the whole world to be these leaders that sort your life out? How?
Makes sense.
So I'm saying it starts with you. It starts with me.
So you're saying if all of us really acknowledge that we are leaders, because you've mentioned it now. And I'm sure many people that are leaders might not even know that they're leaders. Because they do the things that you mentioned. So what you're basically saying is, be a leader, acknowledge you're a leader, act upon that. And I'm sure when you acknowledge it and you act upon it much more than you would normally. So now you're acting upon it. In turn, what would happen is, you would find on the mainstream levels, things would change. Is that what you're...
I'm saying that, of course, we need to do more leadership training for those people that are higher up and in different positions. But also what we need to realize is there could be 100 people out there who are leaders and they have no social following. They don't have tens of thousands of people who are on their every word and this and that. But what they're doing behind the scenes
makes a difference.
Massive difference. And they are the true leaders. Like some of these organizations I've worked with, there's guys who are behind the scenes. They inspire me so much because no one's watching like me and you, we're here now, everyone's watching us. Who's watching a producer? No one's watching him. No one knows who he is, right? But he's here like at 9 p.m. at night and he's doing this. That's inspiring, bro.